What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome to Waiter Serve Style, serving you your dose of fashion, beauty, and lifestyle. I'm Crystal Waiters. I do all of the things, girl, from style and makeup artistry. Simply put, I'm a fashion and beauty enthusiast, and if fashion and beauty is something that you love, girl, what are you doing? We need you to subscribe. Let me bring you guys out just a tad. Hold on, let me see. That is much better. Okay, so me in this position means I am back at the vanity. I'm not quite sure. I'm filming on my DJI. Okay, it's fine, Crystal Dawn. It's fine. So, me in this position means I'm filming at the vanity, and I just felt like I wanted to create a video where you see my process in terms of getting ready. Hence the title. It's a get ready with me. Today, what am I doing today? Today is Saturday, July 19th. Today is my aunt's birthday, my cousin's birthday. It's everybody's birthday today. And I didn't have plans today. I've been very intentional about the last couple of weekends really resting. You guys know I'm a Christian, and I really wanted to start honoring the Sabbath and what it really means. Setting aside a day, keeping it holy, and actually resting. So I've been doing that the last couple of weekends, and today is no different. It is 2:56 p.m. and I had a conversation with myself. And I love my beauty videos. They don't get the amount of views that I would like, but maybe this one will. Who knows? And quite honestly, I really don't care. I'm in this space where I'm filming videos that I want to see, showing up as my true authentic self. And if it hits, it hits. It's going to hit because I'm a hit. And period. So I love watching Get Ready With Me's. I think makeup is therapeutic. And while I'm running my mouth, let me get started, because one thing I don't want to be out longer than I have to today. So while I'm yapping, let's get started. I'm not doing a full beat phase. It's actually going to be very quick. I am running errands, and what that means is going to the mall. I do want to pop in a different Zara. Me and my mom went to one yesterday. It had some things. It is a part. Zara is doing their semi-annual sale, and is at the part of the sale where I think the prices are the best. If you haven't noticed lately, Zara's prices have increased significantly. The quality of the clothes is increasing and improving rather, but I still think they're overpriced. Everything is overpriced, but needless to say, I am throwing on a little bit of makeup. I had to have a conversation with myself in terms of my creative process, where when I first started this, excuse the noise. When I first started this process, I wanted it so bad. Like, I started it with just the sheer love of creating, and through trial and error, I have pretty much gained a level of confidence where I feel like I kind of know what I'm doing. I'm using this Grippy Serum Primer by Maybelline. It is bomb for the summertime. This is, if you want your makeup to last, this is actually really great. I haven't put it down since I bought it 2 weeks ago. And look, that's how much I've used. I've been using it every day since I've gotten it. I had to force myself to use another primer. But great affordable option. and it hasn't broken me out. But back to what I was saying. So I had to have a conversation with myself. This is the third time I'm saying this. My apologies, but we're chatting at the Vanity, where it's like, Crystal, at one point in time, you wanted this more than anything, and you did whatever it took to get to a space where you are now. You dreamed of 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago. And now that you're here, you've gotten comfortable. Comfortable to the point where it's like, I will kind of halfway do it. I've allowed myself to get discouraged because it's not hitting the way that I want to. I'm not making the money that I want to make. But you did this before that was even a possibility, and you did it with passion. You did it with fervor. Same thing. But how did we get to a space where it's like you halfway done it? And I don't know if anybody else who's a creative finds themselves in this rut where I don't know, where they hit a plateau, and I feel like that's where I am. Like, I really haven't had the, hold on, I can't talk and put on my brows. I don't know if any other creatives have felt this way, where they've just hit a plateau, or a wall rather, where it's like, I've tried it so many times, it's not working the way that I wanted it to, and I don't know what else to do. You feel stuck, and that's where I'm at. So I literally had to have a conversation with myself, fourth time I'm saying this, where it was like, girl, you need to get back at it. You did this when you had less money, when you had less space. You literally were doing this in your childhood bedroom, in the corner of your childhood bedroom. And now that you have a whole room where you have the space to create, you gonna do it halfway? Like, you got up every Friday and Saturday to create. Every Friday and Saturday to create. You took pictures. You edited your pictures. You edited your videos. Incorporated it into your work schedule. When I started YouTube, I was working, I was completely remote in terms of my full-time job. And did it every day. Like, during the pandemic, I remember making a point to put on makeup every day because I loved it. And yeah, I don't know. I just got to a space where it's like, what happened to that, Crystal? So I prayed and asked God to help me to get back to that space of creating, where I just feel inspired and just want to create, and not focus so much on if this is going to be the video that puts me over the top. And also doing the work. Just doing the work. Get out of the mode of comparison. And do the work. So that's where we are. I'm looking for motivation, and I've learned that motivation it only comes after action. Like, you have to be doing something to get motivated, to continue doing it or doing something different. So that's what today is. I said all that to say that's what today is. That's why I'm putting makeup on at 3 p.m. to go out to create. So here we are. And yeah, so instead of focusing on what's trending and what can go viral, I'm shifting my focus rather on what I enjoy watching. Fashion will always be my first love, but I also have a love for beauty and aesthetics and anything visual. And I'm also very good at it. That's another thing that I'm learning, is being confident in my gifting. Humility, I've learned this from Darius Daniels. Humility is not ignoring what you're good at. It's ignoring the one who made you good at it. So I'm very aware that everything that's good and perfect comes from the Lord. And all of my gifts comes from God. And for a long time, I have downplayed what I'm good at. Not to seem like arrogant or cocky in any way, because I really don't like arrogant people. They actually get on my nerves. But there is something about their confidence that I do admire. So I'm learning that as well. All this before I got on camera, the conversation I had with myself. Just throwing some bronzer in the crease. This is going to be a quick beat. And here we are. So today, we're getting back to that. So for eyeliner, I am using my absolute favorite, which is the One Size Point Made eyeliner. It's nothing like it. It is the blackest liquid eyeliner out there. And I need to go with my sponge. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and this is where we are. Told you it was going to be a quick beat. Can't remember what I was talking about, but nonetheless. Oh, showing up as my true and authentic self, which, in full transparency, that has been something that I have struggled with. You can't see my face. I don't know. I am such a super shy person, and one that doesn't like a lot of attention. And I say that literally standing at 6 feet tall, bald head, always a beat face. And I always feel like I have to hide a portion of myself. I don't know why. I've always been like that. And being in this creative space, I could tell the moments when I've shown up as my true and authentic self. That's when I feel the most seen and also the most successful. I do well. I do better. When I feel like I have to keep up with the trends and you know, not necessarily emulate anyone, but keeping up with the trends and doing the things that I feel like will get me put on, that's when I feel like I struggle. So I'm learning to be okay with showing up as my complete and authentic self. And before persons try to quote unquote encourage me, ask yourself, how often do you show up as your full and complete self all the time? Because work you is different than home you. Home you is different than church you because you go to church. There's a piece of all of us that I feel is performative. But what I will say is the reason why I scale back from showing my complete self is because I don't know how to operate in the gray. So you either get all of me or none of me. That's better. And you guys like my nails? I've been loving this shape on me. You guys know or maybe you don't know, I'm a press-on girly because I hate nail gel. Boom, this is where we are. So, what was I saying? Oh, yes. So I'm getting to a point now where for me to be able to do this at the level I want to do it, and I don't want this to be my whole life. I do want it to be a significant portion of it. Like, I don't want to quit my job to do this full time. I actually love my job. I do want it to be disposable income and supplemental income. I want my job to be play money, and this to be able to sustain me. Oh, I've also been loving this. I got the Huda Beauty Easy Bake and Snatch pressed powder on sale, and this is the foundation. I tried this foundation years ago when it first came out, and I didn't love it because it is very full coverage. It's very full coverage. But what I've been doing, and I actually did it just now, I mixed it in with my facial moisturizer, and it didn't shear it out, but it made it more pliable, which I think that's why I didn't like it before. But this powder, baby, when I tell you, it holds true to its name. It snatches you completely. And I just don't want a lot of product on my face today. So, yeah, that's where we are. So, pray my strength. I'm confident in knowing that God hears my prayers. And definitely He answers them. And I just trust that He will put me in the position that I need to be in terms of where He wants me. And I had to realize that if I still have this desire in me to do this and do this at the level that I want to, if I walk upright before Him and delight myself in Him, His word cannot lie. He will give me the desires of my heart, which is to be successful, very successful in this space. And I trust and believe that. And what time is it? I did this fast. I forgot how fast I could do my makeup when I use a sponge, which I might go back to that. For bronzer, Juvia's Place bronzer in dark. So yeah. What else can I talk about while I'm here? Oh, let me know if you guys. No, I'm not even going to ask y'all that, because every time I ask you that, no one comments. Oh, what do you want to see from me? I'm posting what I want to post. So I think I'm going to do another get to know me video. Probably in the next couple of videos. Not quite sure when I'm posting this one. I don't know if it's going to be tomorrow or next week, but yeah, I'm getting out of the space of focusing so much on external forces. Can y'all see me? I got the camera covered. Okay, I can't find my normal brush to do my bottom lash line, so we're not gonna force it. We're not forcing anything in this season. Amen, amen. Oh, it's right here in my face. We found it. Okay. So, yep, that is where we are. For blush, I'm using Juvia's Place again in this Volume 4 Pinky blush. Because, as Jackie Anna said, pink blush is a neutral on brown girls. More so on more melanated beauties, but I like it on me too. We're gonna go ham. She has this look that, oh my god, that blush she had on in one of her videos was like, oh, it was stunning. And we're gonna take it all the way around because we like blush everywhere. I have no clue what I'm wearing, and that's okay. I have an idea. So yeah, by all means, if there's anything that you want to see from Waiter Serve Style, of course, comment below. But I'm not looking for that to be what it is that I use in my creative space to determine. See, now, I'd have been looking for that. To determine what I should post. In other words, no, not in other words. I said exactly what I meant. I encourage you guys to comment below videos that you want to see from me. Because, of course, this is our community, our channel. But at the end of the day, if it doesn't align with what I want, my wants for this channel will trump anybody else's. So, yeah. I'm reinforcing my liner, and I'm using the Inglot gel liner. Only thing with gel liners, when you have hooded eyes, if you're not careful, it will transfer. So I didn't put much on. So yep. We're going to spray, and then we are going to get dressed. Oh, highlight, because it's summertime, and I want to be lit. Let's do the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, and I just take this fluffy brush and just go through all of them. Tap. real quick. Tone it down just a smidge because I don't want to look like a disco ball. Put this down here, and yeah, this is where we are for lip. My lip is up there. Let's spray. Let's spray. What do I want to? Ooh. When you know you have too much stuff. So I have the one size powder melt, but I will say, I think the Milk Hydro grip set spray is better than this. But what is still iconic and trumps all of the melting sprays is the Fix Plus. But since I'm not going anywhere, I'm going to use this. And what the powder melt does, it just brings back the skin-like finish of your makeup. All of these setting sprays tries to do what the MAC Fix Plus does, but they have not been able to recreate. I'm going to spray a little bit more what that does. And I'm going to spray a little bit of, no, we're not going to use this. We're going to use this one. And I'm sorry, I keep dropping everything. This is the Professional Super Setting Long. I spray 2 setting sprays, one to melt the powders, and then one to actually set the makeup. So fixing sprays and setting sprays are 2 totally different things. And then you always got to blast it. To lock it in, put these brows in place. Bottom mascara always after you spray because you don't want raccoon eyes. And this is where we are for lips. I haven't used chestnut in a minute, so let's use it. No. I do want to sharpen this though, but I still didn't do a good job of sharpening it. Let's use, I haven't used cork in a minute, so let's do cork. Let's empty out pencil sharpener. Okay, and my go-to combo, always and forever, Huda Beauty Liquid Matte and Sugar Boo. And then to top it off, the Vinyl Maybelline Superstay lipsticks in Captivated. Let's reinforce the liner. And this is where I'm at. Simple beat. Let's get dressed. Okay, so this is the foundation of the outfit. It is hot. It is 85 degrees today, and a part of me wanted to wear shorts today, but I had on shorts yesterday. And I had this blazer on my rack because I haven't worn it in a minute. So let's put this together. One thing about me, I am forever a blazer girly. And give me an oversized blazer. Oh yeah, I love this. And you will have my heart. Because it's so hot. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm doing this crop top because she's 40 in a crop top. Yeah. And for jeans, these almost like 90s acid wash jeans, they go perfectly. They're high-waisted and doesn't show that much of my midsection. But yeah, I love this. This is one of my favorite blazers. No matter what size I am never getting rid of this blazer. So this is the base of the fit. For shoes, I think I'm gonna do some mixing prints. Yeah. My Safari Dunks. We're gonna do these. Yeah, I'm loving this. I'm loving this. Safari Dunks. We could have took this some other ways, but I'm loving this. And for jewelry, hopefully you guys can hear me. For jewelry, do I do studs or hoops? Let's see. I never wear my LV hoops. And am I liking this? Do I do the LV hoops with the LV bag? Y'all know I'm a stud girl. This isn't my actual process of getting dressed. Let's try the studs. And I do want to be out of the house before 4, and I will be back by 6. Oh, see, here's the gag. This just gives effortless. This makes me feel like I'm trying too hard. So I answered my own question. Let me change. We are doing the studs. And then for a bag, yeah, I like that. It's just effortless. First, we gotta put some lotion on because she is very ashy. If you want a nice glow, forget all of the high-end stuff. Now, granted, I have it. I had the Fenty. I have the Sol de Janeiro. But for that for real shine, look, just watch. I got some on my hand. Look. Look at what that did. See, you ain't got to spend. That bottle probably was, that big bottle was probably like $7. Now, I do add, you know, the Sol de Janeiro and the other body stuff for the smell, but look at that shine. You don't need all that other stuff. Yeah, I'm liking this. Rings. Do my everyday rings. I'm taking a break from my aura ring because I don't know, it's become a distraction. I need to clean these. I did my mom's hair yesterday and I got gel on it. But I'm loving this. I'm loving this for shades. Let's see. Let's go. I know exactly the shades I want to wear. Does these not go perfectly? These are my Loewe shades. What? I love this. So now for a bag, I started to wear this bag yesterday, my Celine bag, but I don't know why I didn't want to. I just think this is just so dressy. I'm kind of feeling my oversized LV bag. But then I'm gonna want to change this shade. Do I do these shades? Which you're always going to have my heart as a sunglass with a straight edge. I feel like we could do better. We could do better. I think these are it. These are more of the vibe that I'm going for. We gotta make sure we have on deodorant. That is a must, especially in this heat. And yeah. These are my YSL dupes from Amazon. I will link my Amazon storefront below. Why pay more when you can pay less? And for fragrance, let me take these off so I can see what I'm doing. For fragrance, I think I'm gonna do a mixture. So I like these body creams from Bath and Body Works just for the scent. I always have to have a scented lotion or oil and then my fragrance, because I like to have my fragrance project. All my fragrances must be in beast mode. So this is Guilty as Fig. Oh, I know what they did there. And oops, I got some on my nose. And I just put this on areas where I'm putting my perfume. So yeah, look around my neck, my wrist, and my arm, crook of my arms. And for fragrance, I don't ever wear this. This is the Byredo Mojave Ghost. This is a cute outfit. This is a cute. You can't see my shoes. this is the complete look. I gotta stand far away because tall girl problems. But yes, thank you guys so much for getting ready with me. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please thumbs it up. Hit the subscribe button, join the family, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Be well, be safe, and be blessed. Bye.